you can't practice being in a relationship if you're not in a relationship. And so whenever I hear like, you know, like I just want to like be by myself, work on myself, like basically what I've been saying, I'm starting to realize like maybe that's not the only way to like learn.
Dun da 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 dun. What song am I singing?
Oh no, I was trying to follow along, but
no, I'm singing like the wedding bell song. Da 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 dun da 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 dun da 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 dun da 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 dun da 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 da. Come on. Da 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 na 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 na. But that's like not the song I was trying to go for. But
okay, but why is that the song that's in your brain right now?
No, but like that's not the song that I was trying to go for. So, what is it? I don't know. Because now that song is like in my head. If you guys don't know, I am obsessed with Hooked on Classics 1, 2, 3 on YouTube. I've definitely shown you, right?
Yes, 100%.
Do you sometimes listen to it?
No, never.
Okay.
Like never have I once looked it up.
Never have I ever.
Never have I ever.
All right, that's fine. I just wanted to enter this episode with energy. Because it is our 50th episode.
Guys!
Can't even do the high pitch. That's the high pitch.
Guys, we made it. We made it. No,
that's crazy.
Because 50 episodes?
I didn't even know there were that many things to talk about.
Wait, same. Also, it doesn't feel like that at all.
Yeah. But when I think about it, we started in May of 2020.
And it's November of 2021 now?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep. That is crazy. How did it even start? We were literally driving to church in January. It was in January and we would just like I feel like the car ride was too short.
Our convos would always have to be like, okay, to be continued.
Yeah. Like, don't forget.
Yeah.
And here we are now.
Dang.
Here we are now with a baby.
I want to say that back in June of 2020, we created a list of goals, right? Mm-hmm. And, you know, like this was like our personal public diary, but we're like, okay, when we get like 100 followers, I'm going to be so excited. And we have though, of course, our podcast isn't measured by numbers. Mm-hmm. I think it's just crazy to see how much we've grown.
Yes.
As people, in numbers, just like in our personalities, like as everything.
I think we messaged each other at the same time when our TikTok follow count went from 999 to 1,000. Do you remember that? I have both screenshotted.
Oh.
So.
Wow. Well, happy 50 episodes. That's nuts, dude.
It is.
Like
50.
Damn.
Like damn.
I don't know.
Get a dam.
Hoover Dam. Please name a dam.
No, but that one's mine. Hoover. Do you know any other dams other than Hoover Dam?
Beavers Dam.
I would completely believe you if you fell through with it.
Beavers Dam.
Fine, I'll do Dam Daniel.
Wait, that's really Damn Daniel.
Oh,
that was really good.
That one?
Yeah. Props. I give you props for that. That was honestly so creative. Okay, well, I have a surprise for you.
For me?
We're doing a giveaway.
Oh.
Wait, I actually definitely did have a surprise for you. I gave you your mask chain.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
Mask/sunglass chain.
Yeah.
That was really cute.
Yeah.
And you guys, like, I felt really bad because had anybody given you back the present you gave them because they broke it? Dude, I feel like I was the only one, and I gave it to you twice, I think.
Yeah. And I don't know what's up.
I have to be honest. I said it broke, but like it didn't just break. It was like definitely me like pulling on it way too hard, and then it just like snapped.
Julie, it's okay, that's fine.
But it's like fixed now.
It's fixed now.
And then you wanted it back anyways.
Yeah,
right?
because we're not going to be wearing masks forever, and so I wanted to add like, you know, the sunglasses hook. So
yeah, it's super cute.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, but talking about gifts,
we are doing a giveaway in honor of our 50th episode.
Woo-hoo.
And we have quite a few products for you guys. So let's just run through them. Firstly, we got...
What do we got? What do you want to got?
Boon sauce.
Yes, clink, clink.
It's chili crisp sauce, and they're a small company, and so they are based out of LA, actually, out of Diamond Bar.
Ooh,
and
nice. They're a local.
No, they really are. And dude, I put this on everything, like literally eggs, sandwiches, noodles, like this goes on everything, and it's such a great addition. God.
And you'll also get a sticker.
Yeah, of the little sauce jar. And so shout out to Boone and their team for participating in our giveaway. We're really excited.
Next up, we have Ghoul Boy Cafefe.
Ooh,
Cafefe.
Let's go.
Boom.
Oh my gosh.
So Ghoul Boy is extremely special to us because Ghoul Boy was started by our friend Ethan.
Yeah, Ethan Liang.
Yes. Honestly, I have to be real. Like, it really trips me out because I'm like, what's his last name? Ghoul? But I know that, but it's not. It's Liang. And he started this because isn't it inspired by
an anime?
The coffee anime, right?
Yeah.
I think so. But if it's not, his girlfriend will do a fact check because she is actually joining us on the podcast next week.
Yeah, look forward to that.
But it's just super cool to see that our friend is so passionate about coffee making and is creating this brand. I mean, from the packaging, it's like some high quality, like the attention to detail on the writing, the logo is
astounding.
Immaculate. Yep,
also, like I have this every single morning. Like this is how I start my morning. So yeah, please support Ghoul Boy's Coffee. Next, what we got? We got various crackers, jellies, salami from Crybaby Cheese, which is another small business founded here in California.
Yes.
And then they're basically like cheese boxes. The branding is super cute. I don't know if you guys are watching the YouTube video, actually. Crybaby makes these like cheese boards, and they're packaged in pizza boxes, and they're so cute. Like they have spicy jams, jellies, and then all you guys need to do is like add your own like cheeses and meats, because we can't ship that. And so please go support, because dude, the last time we had this, I could not breathe. It was so good.
We killed it.
Yeah.
We killed it. Like that jalapeno jam went away real quick. So quick. And then so the surprise gift that I got today, you guys will also be getting one. Ta-da! Made by yours truly, Hana, K-A-T-T-T. Like she mentioned, not only is this a mask chain, but it's also a sunglass chain.
Yeah.
So be cool, be trendy, be pearled up.
Also,
be bedazzled up.
Can I just say that my sister tells me every single day, like, you need to sell these, and you guys are getting this for free.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Price value. Oh my god, wait. Before I price value it, it's also in this super cute Hello Kitty Ziploc bag, which I feel like this is so reusable when you're traveling and you carry jewelry around with you.
Oh yeah.
You know, like your small earrings and rings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or maybe like I'm too cheap and I don't have a jewelry holder, like jewelry case holder that I have, but I would totally put it in here.
Oh, yeah. And then also, you guys know that Julie and I are similar in some ways, opposite in many other ways.
Like, look at this. Like,
if you guys look at our laptop cases. Hers is bright pink. Mine is black.
It's not bright pink. It's millennial pink.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Millennial pink. Her water bottle is millennial pink, and my water bottle is black. So we decided that there needs to be two different types of boxes, right?
Yes.
A Julie box and a Hana box.
Exactly. But to clarify, you don't get to pick, right?
Yeah, you don't get to pick which one you get in the giveaway.
Like, we'll choose two winners and
we'll stalk you, and based upon you'll
just judge.
Yeah.
We're just going to judge.
Yeah, we'll judge a book by its Instagram.
Yeah.
So if you guys receive mine, you guys are getting earrings from Studs, because
nice.
I don't know if you guys know this, but I have 14 piercings.
Yes.
And so I love my earrings. And then also I am a sneakerhead.
Yes.
And so I think it's crepe. It's crepe. So crepe in the UK is like another word for sneakers, and so it's Crepe Cure, and it's basically their sneaker cleaner, and it comes with a super cute case.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense, because yes, obviously you're a sneakerhead. You've been the sneakerhead, like, but when you said you got like a shoe cleaning thingy, I was just like, why? But when you describe it like that, like, yes, that's totally you. That is totally you.
Yes. Okay, and then in Julie's box, we have,
maybe this is when it's like, it comes in handy when you're so, like, what's the word? I'm not materialistic, but I definitely have like certain brands that I'm loyal to, right?
Yes.
And so like you can't like not have
something
a Lululemon, right? And I've been super obsessed with fanny packs, which we're going to a concert tonight, and I'm definitely bringing a fanny pack.
Ooh, yeah.
So here's a fanny pack. And if I really had it my way, I would give you guys a pink one, but let's, just in case you're not like into pink as much as I am. So there's that. And then I feel like we're talking about journaling a lot.
Yep.
So a Moleskine Journal, which you can engrave on your own, but it's really cute. Hannah and I both have one. And I'm just like dying to finish mine this year because Hannah had gotten me a pink one. I think, late last year, early this year. Yeah. And I want to get started on that one so badly. It's literally a millennial pink with flowers on it. Like, it's so me.
It's so cute.
Here's one where you can journal in. Also, when you think of me, I feel like you cannot not include this, right? So Thomas Kincaid Seacal 750 puzzle, which if you go back to some of our like thick of the quarantine episodes, like I feel like I'm always talking about these.
You are
literally always talking about these. And you guys, it's become an obsession. Like today, my sister and I made the executive decision to not purchase these anymore because we have 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 17.
You have 17?
We have 17 of these Thomas Kincaid, like all different designed puzzles.
Okay, we need to start a like puzzle swap.
Oh, I'm down. I'm down.
Yeah, 100%.
And then we're not done here. I don't know why. I'm also just really obsessed with these soaps. Just like soaps in general, right? Like you even gifted me some of these hand soaps because I'm like always commenting. Hannah's mom is also very obsessed with these hand soaps.
Bath and Body Works. Yeah, no.
I'm a member.
Are you?
Yeah. I get all my pocket hand sanitizers for $1 because I be checking. This is one of those emails where like I'll check like all the time. You know when you get like the
promos?
Yeah, promos. Like I'm checking Bath and Body Works all the time.
Oh gosh.
So,
oh wow.
You'll get one of the two.
Okay, well, if you're gonna add something smells good,
yes,
then I'm gonna add something that smells good.
Awesome.
And so I'm also gonna include the Prospector hollow tree scent candle. Ooh. Which I got from Mira.
Can I smell?
It's so good.
It does smell really good.
And so you guys, if you want to participate in this giveaway, we just have a few requirements and you can check out the details on our Instagram. They will be laid out for you there, and you guys have plenty of time from when this episode drops. I hope that you guys aren't listening to this super late, and that you guys are actually keeping up with our Instagram. And so, yeah. I think that is it for our giveaway. We're really excited to partner with these small businesses. Please go out and support them even if you don't win the giveaway, as you know, it's hard out there being a small business, and we love these products. Like we would not ever promote anything that we don't personally use. And so please go support and enter and share with your friends.
Yes.
Yeah. But getting to our check-in, I'll keep mine like relatively short.
No, don't.
Okay,
tell me everything.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I went to this birthday party, and Julie was not there. And let me tell you, the amount of times that I got, "Where's Julie?" And I'm like, I don't know.
Really?
I was like, do you guys expect me to just know where Julie is, like literally at all times?
Because we're like, like, what do you call it? Like, we are peanut butter and jelly.
We are Siamese. If you please. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Why is that the song you think of? I'm thinking of. You can be the peanut butter to my jelly. You can be the
butterflies I feel in my belly.
Teardrops I feel in my belly. You can be the captain and I can be the sidekick. You can be the you can be the chills that I feel on our first date. Okay, so anyways, you were getting annoyed because...
Well, I wasn't getting annoyed. I was just like, bro, I don't know. I was like, I literally don't know. And then like later that night, I was like, oh, she was hanging out with other friends. That's cool.
Yes.
But it was just like such a chill night. Like I feel like everyone there, like it's our close friends. And so I didn't like need to try. And I feel like it was one of the first times that I've ever felt like I wasn't putting on a show. Like I feel like when I'm out at a bar, especially like in that environment, like I always feel this need to like hop around different groups and like be extroverted and be a good time. But like literally I was in my Carhartt best, chilling. Like I stayed put 80% of the night, and I was like, oh my God, it's so comfortable, and it was really nice. And then of course the like one of two people that I didn't really know, we had the most awkward interaction of my life, and it was so funny.
Okay, I'm dying.
So I am like making my way to the other side of the table, right? He is sitting down, and then like I'm walking, and he goes, oh hey, what's up? And then like he goes in for a high five, right? And so I start high-fiving him, but then somehow like it wasn't really a high five, it was just kind of like oh, let me place my hand on your hand.
You guys did a hand hug.
We really did a hand hug, and then he started going in for like the bro, like you know, like the shoulder.
What the heck?
And then he started going in for a hug.
Okay, wait. I'm sorry.
While I'm standing and he's sitting, so it goes.
He's sitting?
Yeah, he was sitting the entire time. Did not get up.
I'm visual. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hey, yo, what's up?
Hey.
Like that?
Yeah. And then during the entire interaction, I go, oh my God, this is so awkward. Oh my God, this is so awkward. As I'm trying to give him a hug.
That's what you're thinking.
No, I said it out loud. I was like, like, blank. I was like, this is so awkward. It was so funny. And then our entire conversation was so forced. It was ridiculous. Also, I was like, oh, like, how is your place that you're living? Do you like living in the city? And he goes, how do you know where I live? And I was like, because you told me. And he was like, I did? And I was like, yeah, I literally know your cross streets. Like I felt like so uncomfortable. It was so awkward, dude. And I was like, wow.
Okay, but to like set the record straight, like he really told you.
He really told me. Good. He was like, I live by this landmark. And I was like, oh, I know somebody who lives there.
Oh, got it.
And so that's why I knew all the details.
He probably thought you were a weirdo. Like,
no, truly. Like I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm not obsessed with you.
Yeah.
Like I'm not stalking you.
Yeah.
But on the other side of things.
I'm just trying to imagine. I'm like still just trying to imagine.
It was so awkward. I was laughing though. Like it was so freaking hilarious. Like you would have enjoyed that interaction. I wish you had seen it.
I wish I saw it in person too.
Yeah. But dude, I went to jiu-jitsu the other day and okay, I have had a crush on one of my instructors, like because he is so tall. Like he has like a little bit of a Brazilian accent.
Okay, like try it out. What does a Brazilian accent sound like?
No.
Try it.
I can't even do it. It's kind of like they just can't speak English.
So like how? I'm a visual and auditory. I'm an auditory
learner. And so he's just like, dude, so beautiful. I like found him on Instagram, stalked him. He definitely has a girlfriend. But let me know why the other day we have to like shake hands right at the end of class. And so I'm like going down the line, and then while I'm shaking his hand, we make eye contact and he winks at me. Literally, it was literally, I was like, sir, you are, did you and your girlfriend break up? Like, what's going on?
Is that acceptable?
I don't know.
Like nobody winks these days. You know what I mean? Do people wink?
I don't know, but like, Diane was like, hey, you should wink back, right? She's like, she was like, you should wink back. And I was like,
you should have. Or you should be like, oh, something in your eye?
Well, okay. And so I was thinking about winking back, but then I started thinking about like my wink. And like, dude, ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
My wink is
like, show them. That is, ew.
You just said ew? It's like too big. You know what I mean? It's like,
well, like, why does it have to be that big? And why does your mouth have to be open like that? Like, okay, like, honestly, because you guys are like wearing masks?
No. Yeah, and so I'm not wearing a mask.
Even more. Ew.
And so, dude, it's because I don't know how to wink. I don't know how to wink, but if it's not with my entire face. You see, your mouth opens.
No, I'm impersonating you. This is my wink.
Do it again.
Am I blinking both eyes? How's that?
Do it again.
Am I blinking both eyes? I really can't tell. Wait, do it again. You blink. Am I blinking both eyes? Because you're blinking both eyes. When you don't open your mouth, you're going like this. You just like... Hey. And I can do the other eye too.
That's pretty impressive.
And then this is like the I ultimately love you.
Is that not what I'm doing? That's literally what I'm doing.
Do it again. You do like a...
You're so mean.
We're gonna need to work on that. We're gonna
Okay,
work on
okay,
that.
okay. Yeah, I'll work on that because I want to wink back at him.
Back.
Yeah.
But talking about awkward encounters, I had a couple awkward encounters myself this week.
Oh, you did?
Which I don't really categorize, like, I don't know, a lot of my interactions to be awkward, really.
Right.
But a couple check-ins ago, I had shared on the podcast that in my emails, I sign off with Gr9, like
Right.
GR9.
Yeah.
And now 2 people on my team have slacked me separately, like, hey, like there's a typo, like you keep writing GR9 instead of GR8.
Oh no.
And I was just like, oh my gosh, like all these people that I'm emailing are probably thinking the same thing if these 2 people couldn't understand my Gr9. So now I'm like explaining it in the sign off. I'll be like, have a Gr9 parenthesis better than great close parenthesis day.
Oh my gosh. So you finally understand how I feel when I have to explain memes.
Yes.
Wow.
So I was like, I don't think this is a Gen Z thing. Maybe I just like made it a thing.
No, it's a thing.
Oh, it's a thing. Okay, thanks.
Yeah,
Because,
yeah.
well, my boyfriend had never heard of it until I started using it. And then he was like weirded out because when he noticed that I started using it, his close friend would like say it here and there. And he was like,
Like, is
yeah,
this a
today
thing?
so-and-so said Gr9. And I was like, yeah, like
It's a thing.
I'm a genius, but I'm not like that much of a genius. You know what I mean? Where like I would create Gr9, right? So anyways, I thought that was like,
That's so
because like
wonderful.
my boss was one of the 2 people that was like, there's a typo in your email.
Oh my gosh, that reminds me of that one time that to my boss, I was like, I just came out here to have a good time and I'm feeling really attacked right now. And then the next day, he comes up to me, he's like, hey, were you feeling attacked yesterday?
You just meant like as a joke.
And I was like, oh, sorry. This is in reference to one of Nick Jonas's tweets from the year 2006. And it is meant as a joke.
Yes. Yeah, that's awkward. But even more awkward than my Gr9 email, I had also shared, and these are just like follow-ups because I like doing follow-ups. We're all about the follow-up, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to follow up on this giveaway that I won.
Okay.
Right? I didn't tell you, right? Because it's been about a month since I won this giveaway.
Right.
And I get a package from Murad and I'm just like, okay, they promised 5 things. Like, I wonder why they would only send 2. Like, that's such a waste of cardboard boxes. They could have easily put it in 1 box.
Right.
And so I'm just like, there's no way a big company like Murad would be so bad at like PR, like marketing and giveaway, right? So I go onto their Instagram and I click on the actual post again and I see different handles who won the giveaway.
Okay.
And so I'm just kind of like, no, the account that DM'd me, they were definitely verified. It was no scam. I go back on there and I send them the screenshot of the winners, right? And the post, I'm like, oh, like, I thought I won this giveaway. And they go, oh my God, we're so sorry. We should have clarified. You won the Instagram story giveaway and they won the post giveaway.
Oh my God.
So I did not win a Lululemon duffel bag.
Oh no.
And so I was like, okay, so like, what did I actually win? And I won those 2 products is what I won. So,
so I guess you got second place, but second place is the first loser.
Yeah, I got like 3rd place because there were 2 winners, you know, for the Instagram post.
Oh no.
And usually when there are 2 first places, there's no second place, you know. So
yeah, you're right.
I got a bronze, I guess.
Wait, that was real sad.
Yeah, but I thought it was like hilarious. I was just like, I got that response and I was like, this is so embarrassing and so funny at the same time. It's like so funny. I wasn't even upset.
At least you won some.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And you guys, and like all this stuff, I did not tell Hannah because I was like waiting to tell her on the podcast.
Yeah, you've been.
Big news.
What?
I am gonna be a bridesmaid.
Stop! What?
I'm gonna be a bridesmaid. My friend who is having her wedding next year, feel so honored. This is my first time being a bridesmaid.
Oh my gosh.
And it was so funny because she handed me this box, and I don't know why my initial thought was, oh, she brought me some baked goods from Seattle. Like, I was really excited, and I don't even know why I would have thought, like, I don't even know if Seattle has good baked goods,
Right.
But I don't know why it just looked like it would house some muffins and scones. Like, it looked like the perfect box to like have some blueberry scones inside.
She went fresh bread.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, like obviously once I saw that it was like ribboned up a certain way with my name, then I was like, yeah, but I am so excited.
Oh my god.
I am so excited.
It's crazy that people are getting married.
Yes, it is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, is it crazy?
Yeah. No, I guess not. But also, speaking of weddings, not to like steal your thunder, but I was invited to a wedding that you were not invited to.
Okay.
But okay, here's the thing. Now that we're like getting into the age where people are getting married, and obviously it's like a thing to get into relationships or like meet your significant other at a wedding.
Yes.
And so I figured out a way how to stalk who's going to be there. You know what you do? It's like,
what do you do?
If they're registering people through Zola, you have to type in the first initial and the last name to like search for it, right? Mm-hmm. And so I've been going through my friend. I've been going through my
and just doing initials.
Yeah. And so I can stalk literally everybody who's going to the wedding, and then I take it back to Instagram and or Facebook.
Yes, you are the most. You are the most. I would go with, actually no, because sometimes Instagram, it's private, but on Facebook, if you look somebody up, like you will pop up as a suggested.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So.
But that must not be the entire algorithm, right?
I don't know.
So let's just pretend like you just came up because you guys have a lot of mutuals or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's exciting. So did you find potential people?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
Absolutely not.
That's sad.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of sad. But
no worries, because we're going to talk about how someone is going to cuff you today. That's what we're going to talk about. Nice.
Thank you so much.
Nice.
This is my episode now.
Yes. Today's episode, it's no longer bulgogi pod. It's just the Hana pod. We're all going to put our brains together. How are we going to let somebody cuff Hana?
Yeah.
Yes. Because
I don't need to be out there trying to cuff somebody.
Exactly.
Somebody trying to cuff
her.
me.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. But it was just like, it wasn't even a tongue twister. My brain just like couldn't work for a second. And so,
let's gonna do it.
how are we going to get Hana cuffed? Mm-hmm. How are we going to get Hana cuffed?
Yeah. It's cuffing season, baby. It started in October, and it's November now, and so we are deep into it. We're deep into cuffing season.
Is that deep? Because when does it end?
Like February?
Okay, yeah, we're deep into it. We're deep
November
into
is
it.
like prime time.
Yeah, November, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because if you think about it, you got that week off in Thanksgiving, which, if you're getting cuffed now, like, you're usually probably not going to be invited to the family stuff.
Right.
So you lose a week there. And then, I don't know, you already have December plans. I already have December plans. We have New Year's plans.
Right.
So you might not be invited to that either. So you're losing like another week there. So we truly are in the thick of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Facts. But yeah, no. And like, I think cuffing season in general, it has this history of being like a time where, it's cold, you want to get cozy. And so I think it just makes for like an overall environment of like people getting into relationships. And I think it's really hard because like, especially like being in the position that I'm in where literally all of my friends are in relationships except maybe 1.5 of them. And I say a half because it's like they're in that limbo phase of like gray area.
Like, are you really single? Like we said in a previous episode, like, are you really single if you have people coming into your DMs and you have that options? Like, if you opened up your phone, like you have text messages waiting for you.
Right. And so, like you guys, I was on the dating apps for a little bit, and then like, bruh, this is gonna, I don't know how this is gonna, sound.
Just unfiltered.
Okay,
Boom,
unfiltered. I'm getting these guys who would like me. And I was going, are you joking? Are you serious right now, Hinge? Because the types of guys I was getting, I was like, this is so hard to work with.
Yes.
Like, I totally understand personality matters, but also your looks matter.
Yes.
And it was just...
Okay, like, I think ultimately at the end, like, you stay with the person, you choose to continue to stay with the person because of the personality, but initially, right, like, you knew the person's personality, okay?
Right.
But how much does, like, if you had to put a percentage on it, like, looks and personality, just be honest.
I think looks is like a good 40%. At the beginning, though, looks is...
What is beginning? What, last year?
No. Like at the beginning of like the talking phase, like, trying to figure out if you're interested.
Yeah, at the beginning.
Shit. Dude, that's like 80.
All right.
Is that the answer you're looking for?
I guess, because I feel like in the back of my mind I knew it, but I wanted you to say it.
Yeah.
Because I'm a poopster.
You're a poopster. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think, I don't know, it's just been like kind of tough.
How dare Hinge?
I know.
How dare
like
they?
I think that's when I started really growing that unhealthy relationship with it, where I was like looking for validation, but then
in these pre-programmed algorithm following profiles that would get matched with you.
Yeah, but like it wasn't like the type of attention I wanted.
Of course.
Oopsie.
Yeah.
You know how it's like there are always guys who like you, but it's like, but that's,
of course,
that's not the right type of guy.
Of course I know. Yeah.
And so I think there's just like a lot of pressure. And like one thing that I've heard recently from the psychologist Esther Perel was how like you can't practice being in a relationship if you're not in a relationship. And so whenever I hear like, you know, like I just want to like be by myself, work on myself, like and grow, and like basically what I've been saying, I'm starting to realize like maybe that's not the only way to like learn. And especially like hearing it from like such a renowned psychologist, I'm like, damn, maybe I should like reconsider. Like maybe I need to like actually go on dates. I just don't like, I don't know. I want to go on at least one date with somebody that I didn't meet through the apps.
Like now. Cuffing season.
Yeah, like
going
right
on
now.
dates now.
Yeah, like right now.
So we change our minds. Who cares if last week's episode we were like singlehood? Who cares if 2 episodes ago we were like date yourself? Like take a break, self-development. Like who cares? We could change our minds. We can change our minds.
Dude, we totally been preaching like be alone, like grow into yourself, and then now we're coming back with like
literally. Yeah, so in the case you are binging our episodes, we just want to give 2 sides of the coin. You know what I mean? Like we're all about the open-mindedness,
the well-roundedness.
Exactly.
Yes. So we're learning and growing as we go as well.
But I think I can understand that. Like I don't know, I just understand both, because I think emotionally, like we discussed in Carrie's episode, like if you're not in a mentally healthy space,
right,
I just don't know how you would have the capacity
right
to, I mean, number one, I think you yourself would be baggage to them, but that's not the real you. So I feel like you're not representing yourself the best way, but also don't let that fear factor be what stops you. Right. Like if it's just purely out of fear, like fear of rejection or fear that I'm not going to be liked for X, Y, and Z, like, yeah, like I think you can only overcome that if you actually like butt heads with it.
Oh,
you know? Or feeling comfortable talking about it and stuff like that. So
yeah, it's about balance. Yeah. Because like you may not ever be 100%, and that's fine.
Yes.
You know, just get to a point where you're like, okay, I'm good enough, maybe. Yeah. But yeah, I guess like for me personally, definitely last week's episode just like rings so true here, because I think that, you know, I wasn't really at that place that we talked about where like I felt stable enough and secure in myself. Like I personally felt like I wasn't ready. And so a big part of this like healing journey and like trying to, you know, get back into a space where I feel comfortable dating is that like I wanted to build my confidence. And so, you know, us talking about that like with Diane, like whether that be like, you know, like your journaling, or like for me it was a lot of intuitive eating and getting my exercise right. Like I think that like all of that has helped me just become like a well-rounded person, like someone who I'm like proud to like see other people in, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And I guess like the analogy, not an analogy, but another example I think of is like you had said, just a good place. Like you don't need to be 100%, but just a place where you're comfortable with. That doesn't mean like you're going to stop trying. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like just because you have the partner doesn't mean like, oh, like I've reached like the end, like this is it, like I have the partner, like done with the self-improvements and done with the self-reflecting, all that. Like no, like, and I guess I think of this example because at least for me, I don't know, we had talked about marriages and stuff like that, and I feel like a lot of millennials that I know, I don't want to like group them in one bucket, but everyone wants to settle down when they have a down payment for their home, or when they're able to like financially support a child. But I guess just the way I think is like, well, I'm gonna get there anyways, like why do I need to wait to get there? Like just because I have a significant other, or like right, like a husband, like doesn't stop me from reaching that goal. So kind of similarly, just be at a good place, a comfortable place where it is like a steady incline, but just because you have like, you put yourself out there and you're dating doesn't mean like you're stopping that self-improvement.
Yeah. And I do think a big like non-negotiable of mine is like finding someone who helps me grow, right?
Exactly.
Like they say that you either like look for somebody who has the things that you don't have, or the opposite. And so I think that like in any sort of like situation, I like that, you know. I like when somebody like pushes you to be like your best self. So
first step, work your way towards your definition of confidence.
Yes.
Yep.
Your definition, keywords.
Yeah, your definition. I like that. Good job, JJ.
Your definition. That's her confidence right there. She said, I love myself.
Dude, now like I say these things and I'm gonna just be honest, you guys call me out so much on my Julu facts. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just not gonna say it. Or like, cause I know it's like so false. Or I'll be like, did I actually hear this, or am I making this up? So
also another thing that's been crossing my mind is like, you know how people are like, I want to love myself as much as Kanye loves Kanye.
Yeah.
I think it really needs to change into, I want to love myself as much as Julie loves Julie.
Yes. I'm down.
I think you and Kanye really battle for that spot. Who has more self-love?
Shoot. Okay, I'll see you at the red carpet. Okay. I think this needs to be a new category.
Yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned how a non-negotiable is like being with somebody who makes you a better person.
Yeah.
Right? So talking about that external influence, I think for cuffing season, it's so important to have friends who are down. Who like bring out that in you too. Like, no, I want to stay inside tonight. Nah, bish. Like, we're going out tonight.
Right? Yeah. Yes. And I think like, okay, when you were single and I was also, of course, single.
Okay.
Dude, we were power duo.
We were. And like, I don't know why. Like, you guys, I'm a visual learner. Yeah, catch Julie say that again. And I will always remember you saying like, no, you were just like so excited. Like you were so excited, like, well, welcome to the single club. Because I think it was truly like you and me.
Yep.
But that was super fun. Like that was also super, super fun.
Okay, right?
It was.
I always like grab my single friends by the throat and I'm like, we're going out.
No, that was fun. Yeah, that's when you saw that clip of me dancing on, right? Dancing in arena by myself. Well, myself plus 2 others. Maybe 3 others. I don't know. But that was fun.
Yeah. And so you really had to find like other single friends, right? Because like, truthfully, I think that like when people get into relationships, I, if anyone, am like very understanding of like, hey, you want to hang out with them. Like I get that. And like, it's kind of like, they don't have like the same motivations anymore. Not that like you're going out to meet people, but it's just like with that like possibility that you're going out, you know? And so you're more likely to go out when you have people in your life who don't have a significant other, you know?
Yeah. I guess, yeah, for me, it's more like there's somebody who cares about my whereabouts and like what I'm up to. And like, I'm just literally laying out the entire week. Right. So maybe you can say I over communicate. Yeah. But I think that's the difference, where you're maybe a little bit more carefree.
Oh, right? Yes.
Like,
yeah.
Just friends who are down, but friends who also, I think it's a plus and a bonus if your friend has a lot of friends.
Yeah.
You know, because at least like for me, lately I'm going out to maybe grab dinner with a couple friends, but who I'll be befriending are their friends.
Right.
Especially if you're in like K-Town and you're at Star Night. I feel like that's how I met new people.
Right.
But by new, it's like obviously third degree separation, because I'll tell you I met somebody and you'll be like, well, I know that person. I'm like, how do you know that person? And you're like, oh, my roommate knows that person. And so you know what? We're all connected.
We are.
But that's how I'll meet them. Yeah. Because my friend knows that person.
Yes. So. And I also think like an important point to add here is like, when I was like kind of trying to date and like wasn't like too keen about the apps, like I got advice about how like you should hang out with like your second tier friends, because it's going to be their friends that are like the friends of friends, you know, because like your core friends are those that like you're so comfortable with and like you kind of all know each other, and so there's not much room for like strange interactions with strangers, you know.
And when I think back at maybe what we shared on the podcast about dating somebody in the second tier, I'm also thinking about
electrons.
Yes. How did you know? I'm just that's literally what I'm imagining, like the electron moving in circles. Dude,
like we cannot go one episode without making a science reference.
I know, I love it.
I love it too.
I think it's like the inner geek in us.
Yeah, no, favorite subject.
And like, I think it rooted from fear, to be honest. Right? Like, I think that was what our decision was made upon. Like, oh no, I can never date this guy. Like, if we had a guy friend in a group of friends and maybe they were friends, let's say from like college, realistically, like, no, I can't date him because now our friend groups are getting integrated and we're seeing each other more.
Yeah.
And I think it rooted from fear, but I think now it's just like, shoot your shot. I guess essentially it's just like, don't let the fear factor be the reason you can't explore like what's coming to you so naturally.
Ooh,
if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense, because I do think that a big part of why I didn't want to date my friends of friends was because I always thought about like the breakup and how I would always see like one person basically like have to leave the friend group or like leave church. Like it always ends up like that.
Yeah.
But I can be the one to stand my ground and just stay in the friend group.
Oh yes, I 100% believe that. And I don't know, I just feel like knowing you, I don't know how you can have a bad breakup.
Yeah,
like if you might not be like obviously like super close, flutters, butterflies and happiness and all that, but I think it'd be fine. Like we'd all be like okay.
Interesting. I've never really thought about it like that.
If there was anyone in our group of friends who can have a cordial breakup, I think it's you.
Oh my gosh, that is such a compliment. Oh, really? I appreciate that.
I really, really mean it. So, yep, friends of friends. And I mean, you recently, right? Like, went to an event.
Yeah.
That was like a friend of our friends. Yeah. Like, how did that go?
Oh, okay. So basically, on one of my nights out, I like saw one of my friend's friends, Allie's friend, and we ended up like literally hanging out like kind of the entire night, like me, him, and a bunch of other people. And he was like, oh hey, I'm like hosting like this birthday party / Halloween party, like let me invite you to the Facebook like event page, right? And I was like, oh shoot, okay. And so I'm on there stalking the entire guest list and
like you did the wedding, but
the Zola invite, yeah. And so I'm like stalking the entire guest list, and I'm like, oh wow, like 70% of these people I don't know. And so I was like, this is a great opportunity to meet people, which is why I asked you guys for Halloween costume suggestions, because I felt a lot of pressure, I guess, because I was like, oh,
it's like a first impression.
Yeah. And so I ended up actually going as Kim K. Yeah. At her in
None
her like
than.
Kim K at the Met Gala. Yeah. And so I put a stocking over my head.
That's what you use?
Yeah, and then I was like in my black dress, and
how did you breathe?
So that's the thing is like I realized, okay, so for Halloween you need to dress up as something that you don't need to take off, because I could literally only keep it on for like so long, and then everyone come up to me like, oh, what are you? And I'm like, okay, give me 5 seconds to like put on the stocking.
It back on while you're trying to finish the charcuterie in your mouth, like.
Yeah, exactly. And so I do think that like when people did see the costume on, it was like a good first impression. But I'm just like a huge proponent of like trying to like put yourself out there, and also like if you're not getting invited to things, just invite yourself to the thing.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm definitely for that. I started doing that in like 3rd grade.
Oh really?
You know? Yeah. And like literally the mom came to pick up the friend, which I don't even really think we were friends.
It was just acquaintance.
No, I mean we were more than acquaintances, but I mean there was probably a reason why she didn't invite me to her birthday party. You know what I mean?
She's like, this bitch.
But I went up to the mom and was like, can I come to her birthday party? And I mean the mom's not gonna say no. So I remember going to this birthday party.
Yeah, I think it's like not like so forcefully invite yourself to things, but it's like, oh, I'm going out like, you know, next week. And I would be like, oh, where are you going? And then like you kind of like just find a way to be like, oh, I'm like, can I come? Like I'm kind of free next week. And also like I've really been wanting to like check out that club. Like it's so easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think there are ways you can say where they wouldn't even notice that you were self-inviting yourself. You know what I mean? Like,
yes, exactly.
Oh my God, I always wanted to check that place out.
Yeah.
Or like, oh my God, I heard it was such a cool place. I heard the music's like, I don't even know if people say bopping anymore, but I heard the music's bopping.
It's a bop. Yeah, no, I definitely think like you can make it seem like you're not inviting yourself. Yeah.
And I think maybe like our age demographic, like I think now we're having a lot more like house, like back to the house parties maybe. Ooh. Like people are moving out, or if you were already moved out, good for you. Or if you're still living in your parents' home, good for you.
Yeah, you
good
go.
For you.
You go, Julie.
Thank you. And so right, like I feel like people are hosting more like barbecues or housewarmings, especially.
Dude, housewarmings,
yeah. Like I feel like for your place, which I know you were kind of stressed about, like
very much so,
because you guys, Hannah has way too many friends, and she'd be about to like fit 100 people in her living room. Like we'd all be like shoulder to shoulder, like, hey, nice to meet you. All right, everyone, one step to the left.
Dude, I forced Dijung to stand, and I was like, okay, pretend like you're one person, and then like flip over, like make a pivot, and then you're the second person, and we're trying to figure out how many people could fit in my apartment.
Shut up.
Yeah, we're going max capacity.
Did you figure out the number?
I think it's about like 70 something, but that's
pretty good.
Literally shoulder
like
to shoulder.
Yeah. And Dijung's like
kind of large.
Yeah, large.
So fat.
Yeah.
Sorry, no fat shaming.
He's just big.
Yeah, he's big boned.
Big, yeah.
Yeah, he husky.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah. And so
he's meaty.
Yeah, no, I think housewarmings are a great way, and also bring a housewarming gift. It really makes a difference, I think, in people's impression of you. You know,
did we not learn that like from our parents?
Wait, right? Yeah,
like it doesn't like I think maybe we think of lavish gifts like nowadays, maybe like a Jo Malone candle or a soap, but it really doesn't even need to be.
Yeah.
It's like house essentials are what you're supposed to gift, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Like Julie brought me toilet paper, which has really come in handy because we ran out of everything. Yes. And so, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're bound to, but you know what I mean? Like, what do you need? Paper towels, toilet paper, maybe like if you're by... what's the Korean market called?
Hanguk Market.
Kim Sejonggi. Kim Sejonggi. Maybe get like
rubber gloves,
right? Because yours started stinking.
yeah. You know, make a good impression.
Yes.
We are not.
So then maybe they'll invite you to more things.
Yes. And that's another note too, is like, make sure that you're kind of being a good time, you know? Like, I think maybe that's why I feel a little bit of pressure to like do well in social settings, is so I get invited to more things, which is maybe an issue, but we'll deep dive on that in a later episode.
And I know it's like, okay, so we say like it can be easy, but I know sometimes it's not. It's not that easy.
Yeah.
But you can also initiate the event.
Yeah.
Maybe like you be the host.
Yeah.
And I think Just a recent finding for myself, I do take a little longer to open up to people, but I don't know. I also found myself like creating small groups of, I don't know, a group of girls, and I took them to boxing. Right.
Oh,
and their significant others, or we were talking during dinner, and I think our next move might be badminton. But I don't know, it could start off small, right? But it's like organic, like nothing needs to be forced, right? Like, sure, you try and getting yourself invited and they're like really not budging, like, okay, then whatever, like don't place your worth in all that.
Oh yeah,
right? Like your roots within you. So like, who cares if they don't want you there? Like they're missing out.
Also, yeah, like you never know like the reasons why people are like, you know, like maybe not wanting to like make new friends, right? Because like I think like recently too, like we've talked about how like sometimes like we just kind of run out of the capacity, right? Like I don't want to be giving 30% to all of my friendships. Like I would rather be at that 70% with like a smaller group. And so like just consider that like they may potentially be going through something that you don't know about.
And I definitely had to think that way when somebody wasn't reciprocating like friendliness at the workplace. And I remember complaining to my boss, and I was like, that lady is like such a B word. Like she like never smiles at me. Like we literally locked eyes and made eye contact passing each other on the hallway, and I waved my hand and she didn't do anything. But then she was like, well, maybe she got a ticket in the morning. Maybe she has to pay thousands of dollars to fix her car. Like I don't know why I just associate bad things to cars. But right, like you like you said, you don't know.
And so if you aren't getting invited to things, just initiate it. Play host for a night. And also recently, like I will say that just like you invited a bunch of people to boxing, are gonna play badminton, like
I'm excited.
Hobbies, clubs, dude, all of that makes for kind of like a consistent environment where you can see people that like you may not have, you know, interacted with had you not joined this like hobby. Like for me, I think that jiu-jitsu has been really great at like introducing me to new people. Not that I'm like hanging out with them yet, but like, you know, I got a jiu-jitsu crush here and there. My instructor
here and there.
I get a wink here and there.
Yes, and you'll wink back when you work on the wink. 1, 2, 3.
Dude. Not okay. And so like whether you're joining a gym, a hiking club, a camping club,
box union, book club. Yeah, I'm gonna start a book club at work, by the way.
Super cute.
I think it'll so keep me accountable to finish a book a month.
Oh my goodness. So
I'm getting a lot of support for it. That's where I'll meet more people. Right.
Anywhere you can like see someone on like a weekly basis, maybe.
Yes, I love that.
Also, I will say that I saw a TikTok recently and they gave like such great advice, because they were saying like if you meet a guy and you guys vibe on every single level except romantically, like you like his job, you like his family dynamic, you like his personality, like maybe he's really charismatic, but you just don't feel that like, you know, initial attraction to him, keep him as a friend, because he's likely to surround himself with people who are similar to him. And so in that way, like you're expanding your circle, right? Like another friend of a friend situation.
And you know, I know people that don't agree with the you are the average of 5, but I kind of believe it. Like I kind of believe it, right? Like, don't you, like your roommates all graduated from the same college as you, right? Like, I don't know, you just end up, why wouldn't you, right? Like, why wouldn't you? So I totally believe that.
And then if I could share a story on behalf of like one of our friends, you know, she's been having like trouble dating, and it's like hilarious, because I think that's like one thing that me and her really connect on is just like our struggles as single females, you know, approaching our mid to late 20s. And she was like, dude, I went to a party this past weekend, and it was just like, you know, my friend, her boyfriend, and a bunch of his friends and whatnot. And she was like, there was one guy that I was like really vibing with, like really vibing with. And I guess like she was talking to someone at the party and like was like fully engaged in this conversation. And the guy had later come up to her and been like, oh, hey, so like, are you like, you know, are you single or anything? And she was like, yeah, I'm single. And then just kind of turned away from him. And so she was like, shoot, I hope he didn't think like I was like blowing him off. It was just like I was engaged in this other conversation. So she was freaking out because she was like, damn, like I literally went on dates after that, and like I know I'm like interested in him because I can't stop thinking about him, like even on these dates with other guys. And I was like, oh my god, stop, like so cute. And then while we were grabbing coffee, like hanging out, she started flipping out because she's like, oh my god, he requested to follow me. And then she requested to follow him, and he accepted almost immediately, slides into her DMs and is like, hey, do you want to grab dinner next week?
Amazing. What a gentleman.
Yeah.
What a gentleman.
Yeah. And so that's all to say, like, dude, be open to like opportunities. And even if you think like you kind of like messed up, like, you know, she literally was freaking out because she was like, dude, I feel like he thinks I blew him off. Like,
yeah,
you probably didn't. Like, it's not like people are like super cutthroat, especially when you have like face-to-face interaction. Like, you get a little bit more like wiggle room, I would say. And so
yeah, I think everything just happens for a reason. Like, I think there truly could have been that guy who, if she was so quick to turn and like continue the conversation, would have been like, that was rude, like, you know. But like, you just can't explain those types of things, right? Like, depending on the person. Like, I think obviously they met once, right? And I think as like women, we kind of overthink a lot. Like, she was like, oh my god, was that rude? Like, did I just blow him off? Like, she could think that way, but is she also in a place where she needed to like apologize for that? I don't think so. Right. So if he wants to, however he wants to like break down that interaction, like, truly up to him. But the fact that like he still found her on Instagram, which, you know what I mean? If she's not easily findable by like typing her name, like, he was definitely going on that mutual friend, looking through his follows or tag photos. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. Like, and like put in the effort to find her.
Right.
So
because of that effort, I think it's a little bit of confirmation that like, you know,
for sure,
he interested.
For
like,
sure.
It's not like, if you guys don't exchange Instagrams on that first meeting, there's a chance that you'll never ever like run into each other again. And so also, like, just be bold. Like, if you meet somebody and you really vibe, like, why are we waiting to like, you know, the second time we meet, then I'll like, you know, ask for his Instagram? Like, dude, just do it. It's fine.
Yeah. And you know, you said like there was a bit of wiggle room. I think there's also like more mystery. With more wiggle room, there's more mystery. And just tying it back to like how you didn't like Hinge, it's because with Hinge, when you're going on these dates, you already know the person's interested.
Yes.
Right? So why was our friend freaking out a bit? Like, if this was a Hinge type of thing, I don't know if she would have thought about him as much, because she would have already had that confirmation he's definitely interested. Right? Ooh. Like, I feel like with Hinge, it's very clear where the ball is.
Yeah.
Right?
Where
just
in
like,
the court it is lying.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, if they double texted you, like, the ball is in your court. Like, he's waiting for your response. Right. Because I feel like it's too clear. Right? Yes. But with this specific interaction, I feel like she thought that way because, like, oh my god, I don't want to give him the wrong idea, because yes, I was interested also, but I don't know if he was interested in me in that way. So like, him having followed her and all that, like, it gives the confirmation a little bit of like the flutters.
Yes.
Which is it called flutters? Is it called flutters?
It could be.
Jitters?
Butterflies.
Because I told my boyfriend, oh, flutters. I was talking about flutters, like my heart flutters, and he was like, oh, that is a medical condition. Like, you should get that checked out if your heart is fluttering. And I was like, bro,
it's so exhausting dating a med student.
I was like, bro, like, I'm just trying to be like romantic here.
Can you just give it to me?
But anyways,
no, but that's true. Like, when you're like too sure that somebody's interested, like, you miss that chase portion. And like, though we're all about like not playing games, like, we have to say that like part of a relationship is like that exciting part, right? And I know that we've been hearing about how, like, you know, if you feel nervous or you feel those butterflies, it's anxiety. Like, yes, that can be some of the time, but not all of the time. Like, personally, like, I think that's one of the most exciting parts about a relationship is like being like, wait, does he like me?
Yeah.
Or it's like the screaming in your car. Like, I'll literally be driving and I'm like, does he like me? Like, I'm so confused. Like, I'm so frustrated, but also it's kind of fun. Like,
oh yeah,
that's a part of it, you know?
It is. I mean, that's why they call it, I don't know, right? Like, you have that phase, and then you have the honeymoon phase, and then it dies down a bit. Just a little bit.
So, okay, wait. So do you believe in like playing games? Because personally, I feel like you're good at it.
Thank you. I think I had a huge, like, let's not play games. Because, you know, I'm all about that efficiency. Just being, like, honest with yourself. Right. But I will say a big part of how I date maybe comes from my dad. He was, like, the first person to tell me, like, all men are beasts. He said, all men are beasts.
And you're the beauty.
Beasts. Yes, I am. And then, I mean, my boyfriend said, too, all men are dogs. All men are dogs. Apparently, all men are beasts and dogs.
I don't like it.
All men, even the nice ones.
I don't like that.
They're all beasts and dogs. But dogs can be very well trained. I mean, in The Beauty and the Beast, he becomes like a prince.
Because she trained him that way.
Yeah, and I think this is a reminder, but who do you guys learn from?
Their moms or their ex-girlfriends.
Exactly. And / or, right?
Yes.
So like you can be the ex maybe that has taught them a lesson. Or if they're, you know, just great at keeping up, like you're learning together as you guys go.
Right.
But answering your real question about playing the game, honestly, at first I think it rooted from ego.
Okay.
Like, okay, if you're gonna not respond right away and take like the entire day, why should I attend to your needs? Or like, you know what I mean? Like if we're doing like a question thing here, like asking each other questions through text, why do I need to wait 5 hours to get a response from you when I can answer your question in 10 minutes? Right? So I think it at first rooted from ego, but it was also a sprinkle of, I don't want you to think that like I'm so thirsty and that like I'm just like waiting for your text all day long.
Oh.
And then there's also a sprinkle of, I think, me lacking nunchi.
Oh.
Yeah. You know, we talk about it like maybe I'm not the best with nunchi. I think it also plays in here because I think in the relationship that I'm in now, I don't know if I think it was like semi-joke, semi-not, but my boyfriend was saying how I'm so mysterious.
Oh.
And maybe it's relative, right? Maybe it's relative towards his previous relationships. I'm not too sure. I think I've become more of an onion, but I've never really thought of myself as a big onion prior to the podcast.
That makes sense.
Because I think for me, like information will come out eventually. And I think I still think that way a bit.
Right.
So someone like you where you're a clam and you're opening up all the time.
Right.
I'm probably not going to reciprocate that same information unless we're like in a setting where that's like appropriate. But for me, it's probably like, oh, you'll probably know this much about me when we're dating for 6 months. I'll probably have shared the story by our 1 year mark. Not that I'm timing it out like that, but I just think like the level of exposure, the time that you're spending and like the events that we're like having, like trips and all that, like I think it's bound to come out. Maybe not in the first month.
Whoa.
But I think that's why he found me very mysterious.
Whoa, you are mysterious.
Boo. Actually, Halloween's over.
Because I'm thinking about it now, and like I am so not mysterious. Like I am like all cards on the table. If anything, I overshare too early. And so maybe in that way, like I am lacking the nunchi too. Like I am like I'm not like receiving that. Maybe they are like uncomfortable or like we're not at a stage in our relationship to like receive this information. And so in that way, like maybe I've been using it, my vulnerability, to get people to open up to me, but like sometimes it doesn't work that way, right? Like just because I'm vulnerable doesn't mean that you have to be vulnerable.
Yeah, it's like, especially if it's like what, first couple of dates and we don't have the labels. You're just somebody that I'm going on dates with. Like you're nobody significant to me, and I don't know why I need to tell you all this personal information. I don't know, like, because I'm so close with my family, like I don't want to be telling you like junk family stuff if You're not going to be meeting the Jung family.
Oh,
right?
Right.
And I guess where I start to really make strides in opening up is when I think I know you like me for who I am. So before I start sharing with you like where I live and what my parents do, and maybe even like a smidge in like my weaknesses and things that I'm afraid of, like I don't think I would open up unless I knew like you liked me for who I am.
Whoa.
Like getting that validation first, or confirmation, not validation, but confirmation.
Right, right. Because in a way, like that's like your safety net, you know?
Yeah.
Like where you're like, okay, I like have my trust in this person. Like I feel like we're on like a good level for me to like open up. Whereas to be honest, like I almost just like freely give out information. Not that I'm telling them my entire life story, but I guess I see it more as basic information. You know? Yeah. So maybe the way that we like grade information is a little different.
Oh, yes.
You know?
Yeah, but just tying that back, I think that's why people are, I don't know, trying to fish information.
Yeah, you're good at mirtang, huh? Mirtang in Korean, by the way, is like miro.
Mirtang in Korean is you're saying what the word means. I thought you were trying to describe mirtang, and I was like, you're trying to describe the Korean word in Korean.
Mirtang is a combo of miro, right? So that's push.
Yeah, and 당겨.
당겨, which is like pull.
Yeah, 당겨.
Kind of like let go. So it's like
no,
that
당겨 is like it's like a tug of war, right? It's like it's push and pull.
Just push and pull. Yeah. And so like this is the Korean term for like playing games, right?
Yeah.
Like if you notice that your boyfriend kind of like start, or like let's say like a guy that you're talking to kind of starts to like retreat, then you have to also retreat, right? Like you're playing the game. Retreat. Yeah. Like don't text him as often and all of that.
And I don't know if my dad said this to me because I'm his, little girl type of thing. But your heart is treasure is essentially what my dad said, right?
Oh.
Your heart is treasure, but why is treasure treasure? Because it's not easily found.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah.
So you can't just be giving out your heart and like your treasure to everybody is essentially what he was telling me.
Oh.
So yeah, I think it all ties back, right? Like I don't want to be telling you all this information about me if we're like it's treasure. Like it's worth a lot. It's like gold here. I don't want to like be giving away my treasure.
Right. So then like is that kind of like guard your heart?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I guess like I like the treasure example better because guarding your heart I think can also mean like not being vulnerable.
Right. Like it feels like more of a wall.
Yeah. Like I imagine like the jail pulls. When I think of guard your heart, like it's like your heart inside the jail cell and it's like,
oh, that's so sad.
Like, yeah, like your heart is a prisoner. So I don't know, something about the guard your heart feels like I'm purposefully creating distance, but just remembering that your heart is gold, that your heart is treasure.
Right.
Makes me think like, okay, like is this person, like are we getting to a stage where I can share more information and trust him and like be giving him
the keys to the treasure.
The goods.
Yeah. Oh, the goods.
The goods.
Oh, I like that. Mm-hmm. Okay. I like that a lot. Maybe I'll take that into my potential, actually not even potential. This season of cuffing season.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. And has that started for you or?
Ooh.
Because like we said, we're in the thick of it.
Into the thick of it.
I'm telling you it's a thing.
Okay, what has it been like? Well, I think that to be quite honest, like I wasn't really interested in dating for like the last like couple months.
Yes.
And it was like the first time in a while that like I either haven't been in a relationship nor have I like been on the dating apps. And I think that in doing like some like research for this podcast episode, I've been hearing a lot about how like this cuffing season is especially important because it's the first cuffing season post-pandemic, and so it is like prime time to meet somebody who like wants to be cuffed, like wants to be locked down, because everyone has been, you know, obviously experiencing a lot of loneliness.
I could totally imagine that.
Right. And so, dude, I have been feeling so much pressure,
like an exciting pressure,
almost like a burden pressure to be like, you should be on the apps, like you should be dating. And maybe it's because like whenever I get on the dating apps, like the first like 2-3 weeks are like, it takes so much emotional labor that it like kind of burns me out.
Oh yeah.
And so in a way, like I'm not like looking forward to it, but I feel like it's just like an obligation that I should be on the dating apps right now. So I don't know. I think I need to meet a friend of a friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, that was like so meaty, all of that. I think you feel obligated. I don't think you should. And the thing is, like, although it's like maybe the prime for it right now, which I can also see because with people needing to go back to the offices, everyone, I mean, it was the Great Resignation, right? So people have new jobs, maybe a lot of new people in LA, period. So maybe that's where like the pool is going to change a bit. But I think you've been on the apps, or like not like continuously, but you've been on it, right? So like I think by this point, if like you know what it can do to your mental state, like I think you should go for it, because as like we said in the beginning of the episode, like you have like, how are you going to know how to be in a relationship if you're not in the relationship? Right. So I think you should go for it, but the method doesn't necessarily need to be the dating app. Right?
Yeah.
But then that would just mean you would need to go out more, right? Because how are you getting to these places? Through, as we just discussed, housewarmings and parties, New Year's.
Ooh, yeah.
And maybe like, I'll say Valentine's, but maybe not Valentine's.
Unless there's like a singles night. But then you see, that's the thing also, is like all those like singles nights that people organize, like it feels so forced.
Yeah.
Like that's basically a dating app in real life. Yeah. And so you know everyone's fucking intention. And so it's like even more uncomfortable. So yeah. But that's true. Okay. Maybe I need to like start hanging out with like.
Yeah. I don't know. If deep down inside, I feel like you already have the answer set. Like, I feel like you already know you do not want to meet your next significant other on the dating apps.
Yeah. No, that is it. But I guess it's just like me feeling like hopeless. Like me feeling like I'm not going to actually meet someone through a friend.
Be hopeful.
Okay.
I have cool friends.
Well, then introduce me, dude. What's the holdup?
I have cool friends. They're just not in LA. Let me connect that. Let me.
Fly me over?
Yeah. I make money.
She makes money?
No, but you have so many friends. There must be somebody.
Yeah, you're right. There must be somebody.
There must be.
Yeah. And so when the timing is right, it'll happen.
Yes. And it might be meant to happen. Bro, what is going on? It might happen. I just want to say it might happen fairly soon, because you guys, I wrote up some nasty post about Hana for subtle Asian dating.
Oh my gosh.
I hope
Shut
it's gonna,
up. No way.
I hope it's gonna get approved. She doesn't know what I wrote in there. You guys, like I worked so hard on this. I'm gonna be really sad if it doesn't get approved.
I'm dead.
I'm gonna be so sad. So if you see me, Julie Zhang, post on subtle Asian dating,
oh my gosh,
can you please go like it? Because we trying to get our girl here cuffed for the cuffing season 2021. Let's go.
Oh gosh. Yeah, actually though, like I don't want to be embarrassed by the amount of likes I don't get or do get. But yeah, I guess like other than that is all we have. Yeah.
Happy birthday. This is an appropriate song to BULGOGI Podcast.
Oh,
happy birthday, BULGOGI Podcast.
Well, it's kind of not like that. It's kind of like happy anniversary, BULGOGI Podcast. Happy anniversary, BULGOGI Podcast. Happy anniversary, 50th episode.
Yeah. Happy anniversary to us. Whoa. That was the most in sync we were. The us. Alrighty.
You funny.
1, 2, 3. Nice.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Don't forget to enter our giveaway.
Yeah, share with your friends and give us a follow at bulgogi.podcast on Instagram and TikTok, Bulgogi Podcast on Twitter, and then you can find me at HANAKATTT.
Oh, and me at BEJULFIED.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.